Good afternoon, everybody. This is Grimrock coming at you from the global server. And today, I'm going to be talking about meta. So, to start this off, you hear this word get thrown around fairly often. Meta. What the hell is meta? Meta is a prefix, and it actually involves a lot of things. It has a lot of definitions, but it means, for our uses, about itself. Like an example of that, like metadata, is data about data. That's from Wikipedia. So it pretty much means meta is how you play the game, or how the game is played. So with that said, I mean, I can hold Conqueror 1, I can get into Conqueror 3 and Conqueror 2. I'm working on holding higher. But I mean, pretty much currently things that you see in Arena are like tanky teams. You see a lot of Chloe's, Cha Sun's, Arnold's, Vermos, the Light Trio, and you know, various Net 5s. But pretty much you see a lot of tanky teams, revivers, healers, particularly towards the end of the week, like on reset day, because obviously you don't want to get attacked to hold your arena ranks. So, in talking about metas and how they're formed and how they're created, you usually start, the place you have to start is with the pioneers of the game, the people who really follow the saying, the necessity is the mother of all creation, right? So you get new units, you try them out, you see what they can do, like, you know, what teams are out there, and you try new things, you create new synergies. Synergy is different than meta. It is part of it, but it's not the same. Like, for example, you know, a synergy is using Randy's buff skill for copper with a armor buff skill for copper with a defense leader, so that he crits for like 40k on his third skill. I mean, that's a synergy. It is in the meta. I mean, you get, you know, flavors of the month. That is a flavor of the month. A lot of people think that, you know, Korean server is leading the way in terms of creating metas or new synergies. And I can't disagree with that, but it's not necessarily true. Like, you know, the Koreans are always the head of the curve. It's not necessarily true. I mean, Barian, for example, again, I bring him up in the second video today, he created some very interesting synergies. I mean, his defense, people still talk about it. But anyways, I'm getting a little sidetracked there. So metas are created by the pioneers. It's people find new synergies of monsters, throw them up there on their defense, and see if it works for them. I mean, it's all testing new things out. Metas only really change when new things are discovered. I mean, I don't really foresee the current meta changing a whole lot in regards to arena defenses. Currently, you know, with the release of new monsters and new skills, things will shift slightly here or there. But pretty much it's almost, I wouldn't say a static, because the statics means it never changes. But it's very stable currently. And I think that the meta itself is right where it needs to be. Hopefully we get some, you know, new monsters. The new fusion should be pretty interesting. I'm thinking it's going to be fire, since we don't have a Nat 5 fire fusion. Could be light, who knows. But yeah, I mean, meta is such an interesting term, and I think it's very a misunderstood thing by a lot of gamers, because they just assume that it's like, oh, what everybody's playing right now, and that's part of it, but it's not necessarily that in and of itself either. Just, you know, these are just my 2 cents on what a meta is and things of that nature. So I hope you liked the video, gave you a little bit of information, and I'll see you guys later.